All right, we've been counted in. They're pointing at us. We have to start talking. What's going on? Lance Smith and Kia Malone here.
That's my name, and here's what's coming up on the Daily Buzz.
At last, Hollywood's biggest night is upon us, but time's up on politics taking center stage. We'll tell you why producers are trying to downplay divisive chatter during the Oscars.
I have to tell my truth. Ooh, freedom. I'm emancipated.
Omarosa won't be silenced. Nope, she's planning to spill more White House tea now that she's out of the Big Brother house. One critical tweet from Kylie Jenner sent Snapchat stocks plummeting. Now she's trying to make up for it. We'll show you how. First came toast, now comes marriage. Millennials' commitment to avocado runs so deep it's produced a new proposal trend. And young homeowners are just now discovering the ancient practice of feng shui. So our friends at PureWow are laying out the basics for beginners. So you think you can dance? We'll let science be the judge. The Daily Buzz starts now.
Ready to do it. Happy day.
Careful, Daily Buzz viewing audience. Kia Malone is fired up. All right, well, fire up your phones and computers, right? Boom, right here.
Check us out on our social media sites, Facebook, Twitter, IG.
All of them.
Or, you know what? Just go to the website, dailybuzztv.com.
Holler at us. All right, Hollywood's biggest night is almost here, and if you're wary of watching because of politics, don't be scared. Time's up on politics and activism taking center stage. See what I did there? Producers for Sunday's show say they've told attendees they want to downplay politics and activism and bring back the glitz and glamour, but that's what we know of Hollywood. They say viewers should expect, quote, an entertaining show that is reverential and respectful, but also fun and emotional. Of course, politics and the Time's Up movement have dominated the last few award shows, like the Golden Globes and the Grammys. Producers say while both will have its moments, the references will be, quote, more planned than spur of the moment. I say good luck with all that.
Exactly.
And being that it's Oscar weekend, there won't be a lot of new options in theaters.
That's right, but two A-listers are vying for your box office bucks. Yippee-ki-yay, y'all! Scott Carty has your preview.
Well, only a couple of new movies being released this Oscar weekend because, let's face it, you're binging on the nominees or you're still trying to catch Black Panther. But the new options are poised to offer you thrills and chills. We start with Bruce Willis in a brand new version of Death Wish. Charles Bronson had the role of architect Paul Kersey in the 1974 version of Death Wish. In this new one, Willis is a surgeon and his family is brutally attacked in their home. So Kersey goes from saving lives in the ER to becoming a no-nonsense vigilante on the streets, slaying criminals in a quest for revenge.
You're not a cop. Somebody has to do it.
Step away, you can't take the heat on the battleground.
Everybody's watching this viral video. Is this dude right for taking the law into his own hands?
Jennifer Lawrence is back on the big screen in Red Sparrow.
Instead, they cut his throat. There could be no witnesses.
She stars as a prima ballerina who learns her dancing career is done, but Sparrow's school awaits Dominica, pulling her into a secret intelligence service where she'll use her body and mind as weapons.
You can definitely expect to be taken on a whirlwind of dark adventure where you do not know. There are so many twists and turns. I was with my friend who was with me during the entire movie, and the whole time she was watching it, she kept going, no.
Red Sparrow also stars Joel Edgerton as a CIA agent trying to get her trust. Next week, another new movie for Joel Edgerton, Gringo. Plus, a look at Oprah Winfrey and Reese Witherspoon in A Wrinkle in Time. And hey, I want to hear your Oscar predictions, so send them my way. For the Daily Buzz, I'm Scott Carty.
The real-life push for gun control has claimed its first Hollywood casualty, Liz Keene's rifle on the blacklist. Actress Megan Boone made the announcement on Twitter saying, Liz Keene will never carry an assault rifle again, and I am deeply sorry for participating in glorifying them in the past. Yours, girl from Florida. The Keene character is an FBI profiler who tracks terrorists and criminals. For the most part, the character carries handguns instead of rifles, but Boone says having grown up in Florida, she was deeply affected by the shooting in Parkland and decided to take the pledge on her own. Now, the question is, could the real-life push for gun control flip more scripts? we've seen how Hollywood has really been a voice in some of these pressing issues, and maybe people will say, you know what, let's not have so many rifles.
Right, well,
this
this debate has a lot of factors on all sides, and the desensitization of the violent weapons like that. Yeah, maybe we'll see Hollywood take a turn. All right, well, as part of Hollywood's new wave of transparency, several actresses are amping up their fight against age discrimination. A federal court may have set them back. A judge ruled a California law forcing the Internet Movie Database, IMDb, to remove actor and actresses' ages from its website upon request is clearly unconstitutional. The ruling said the law enacted in 2016 as a way to combat age discrimination violates IMDb's First Amendment rights. Screen Actors Guild President Gabrielle Carteris, remember? Andrea Zuckerman from 90210. She argued she would never have been cast to play a 15-year-old on Beverly Hills 90210 if the producers had known that she was 29.
Right.
Of course, the audience knew, but whatever. The union vowed to appeal the decision.
Well, CBS's inaugural Celebrity Big Brother is in the can, and no, Omarosa did not win the crown. But she seems to have big plans for her post-reality show career. Take a look.
He's gonna come after me with everything he has. Like, I'm going up against a gazillionaire. So I'll probably end up in court for the next But I have to tell my truth. I've been defending somebody for so long. Now I'm like, yo, you are a special kind of up. And I'm about that special breed of, they're about to learn all about it.
Oh, snap. Smells like a tell-all book to me and everyone else. Those new clips were included in a highlight reel played the night before the show's big finale. Yes, Omarosa was spilling more tea than we realized. I don't know, do you think the whole thing was like, let me get on this reality show so I can let people know that, you know, I'm planning this?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Reality shows, what do I know? They're presidents these days. Who cares? All right, America's favorite reality show, Star, speaking of, has ushered in a new era on Snapchat.
Mommy's cute little toes.
Yes, look at those cute little toes. Kylie Jenner's daughter, Stormi, with an I, has made her Snapchat debut. At least her toes did. 5 of them. It was bound to happen sooner or later. But we can't help thinking the post was Kylie's make good after costing the social media network more than $1 billion. Kylie is one of millions upset about Snapchat's recent redesign, so she took to Twitter saying, so does anyone else not open Snapchat anymore? Or is it just me? Ugh, this is so sad. She followed it up with this, still love you though, Snap, my first love. I swear that's how she sounds. But the damage was done. Snap stocks immediately began to tank, shedding an estimated $1.5 billion in market value. All right, they don't call them influencers for nothing. You know, last week we told you Snapchat had a redesign, and those big-time celebrities didn't like it.
It's on the way down.
No.
All right. Well, a new study reveals young couples are trying to avoid money fights by lying to their partners about their spending, but no need. There are apps for that.
All right, yes.
We're running them down coming up.
But first, here's some Oscar fun facts.
Hollywood, that screwy ballyhooey Hollywood, where any office boy or young mechanic can be a panic with just a good-looking pan. And any barmaid, she can be a star maid if she dances with or without her fan. Hooray for Hollywood, where you're terrific if you're even good.
Hi, I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in. Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ate than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
Oh, emojis. I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze. Help up the hand. Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know, it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes. I mean,
Right?
like, I was about to move in with my parents, and right before, yeah, so this saved me.
I really believe in you, you know?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool. Did you, what did you?
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
All right, let's jump into some stories creating buzz, starting with teachers firing back at suggestions they be armed to help prevent school shootings. After Trump made the suggestion during a White House listening session in the wake of the Stoneman Douglas tragedy, teachers began posting on social media what they should be armed with instead of guns. Noel said, hey, arm me with snacks to feed my hungry students who can't focus. Arm me with a curriculum that focuses on student passions rather than raising test scores. Arm me with a comprehensive school counseling program. Do not arm me with a gun. I teach to raise up the future, not to bury it. We don't live in that dystopian future that some people are painting, but these teachers, you know, they're pushing back. They want to teach.
I know, and I teach.
You have a teaching background.
Well, I teach middle school kids, and
Yeah.
I just don't think I want that responsibility. And if I question it, I don't need to have putting more guns in the classroom is not the answer, I think.
Well, and that a lot of people think that too, but at the same time, I don't think they're sort of mandating that every teacher carry, but they're pushing for maybe some districts to take on the idea.
Education and chances to advance are the foundation to fulfilling the American dream, but those opportunities aren't readily available to all people. So a group of leaders is working to help improve lives in fragile communities. Summer Jackson has more.
This summit in Washington, D.C., examining the state of opportunity in America, hopes to have a big impact on what some thought leaders characterize as fragile communities across the country.
Goal is really threefold. Number one is to gather people to talk. Number two is to gather ideas to support what we're doing in 2019. And third is to have information to really kind of shape the national narrative about what it means to live in a fragile community.
The Center for Advancing Opportunity defines fragile communities as places with high unemployment, high crime rate, low access to quality education, and low opportunity for social mobility.
People themselves aren't fragile. It's often the situations they find themselves in.
Those situations are exactly what the CAO, in partnership with the Charles Koch Foundation and the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, examined at the summit, bringing together historically Black college and university professors, business and community leaders.
Everybody can come together, they can share the work that they're doing, can learn from one another. So for us, it's a phenomenal opportunity to provide the resources so that that can happen.
The first time in my career, I've been able to have a conversation with people who actually do this work in the community.
Gallup went directly to the community to gain more insight. More than 6,000 residents participated nationwide. The study is considered the first of its kind.
Well, there's a lot of research that's been done on upward mobility, but this is the first of its kind where we actually went and had conversations and conducted research on people living in fragile communities to find out what their perceived barriers are.
Too often we allow universities and elites to determine what people need. Now we're going to the people themselves. They're saying, this is what we want. We're going to link that to what the researchers say, and somewhere in the middle, we'll come out with a new template for opportunity.
Plans are in the works for more research and another summit in 2019. Find the latest study results at advancingopportunity.org.
All right, time for two trends to try now, starting with a new marriage trend that is so millennial. Behold the avocado-themed proposal.
This avocado is a relationship. Becky Jones, will you marry me?
Oh, I hope she doesn't find a better avocado. Well, millennials are taking their love of avocados to a new level, as you just saw. Hiding engagement rings inside the fruit to pop the question. And it's not limited to Americans. The trend has gone global.
Really?
We're losing our minds collectively on Earth. In fact, the British supermarket giant Asda has started marketing avocados as perfect for proposals. I mean, they're marketing it for proposals. What? So, my question to everyone here in the studio, would you avocado or avocado don't?
Avocado
yes, no?
don't.
I'm seeing no, yeah. Right, thank you.
I don't get it.
They're for eating.
Oh,
come on, you would. All right.
All right, first comes marriage, then comes the first home together, in that order, right?
Right, exactly.
Well, a few home trends have emerged in 2018, but they're getting mixed reviews, so we report, you decide. Maximalism is all the rage in response to last year's minimalist movement.
what
The
happened?
LA Times describes the eclectic style as anything goes when it comes to texture, color, patterns, and embellishments. Curved 70s inspired sofas have earned the next big thing chatter,
Okay.
but designers warn they can look a little out of place if you don't build the right pieces around them, okay?
All right.
HGTV says 2018 is finally the year of metallics.
Yes!
The trick is picking out those accent pieces.
Love metallic.
So, Lance, don't go glitter cray cray, okay?
Meanwhile, many youngsters are getting into feng shui, or feng shui, as you want to say.
shui.
Yeah, it's ancient Chinese philosophy stressing the relationship between object placement to good energy flow in a home. So Pure Wow laid out a few basic principles for beginners. Listen up. Never, ever hang mirrors across from the front door. Any good energy that comes across your threshold will immediately bounce out.
Seriously? Okay.
True, yeah.
Okay.
Never put a bedroom over a garage.
Oh.
Garages contain chaotic energy believed to interfere with sleep, and your wife will know when you're sneaking in.
You ain't right.
Close the bathroom doors when they're not in use.
To keep the funk in.
Also, close them when they are in use.
Please.
But anyway, just keep them closed.
Keep it closed.
Bathroom energy is bad juju, as we all know, especially after Mexican food. And you don't want that floating around in your home. I have totally ruined this story.
Yes.
Anyway, treat your stove. Now, I love this. Treat your stove like the most prized possession in your home. Stoves are money makers in feng shui. They bring good fortune and attract abundance. So keep it spotless.
They keep your belly full. That's what it is.
Keep it, you know, the stove, it's that centerpiece in the kitchen.
Okay,
you know, anyway,
okay,
to see the full list, this is pretty cool, head to purewow.com. Well, couples may fight over home decor, but we know money is the major source of friction in many relationships, and a new survey yielded some interesting results. When it comes to who fights most about finances, Gen Xers, well, we take the title, but millennials aren't far behind. However, the study also found many lovebirds are avoiding arguments by keeping money matters on the DL. So 37% say they hide purchases from their partner. 37%. And 11% admitted to having a credit card, bank account, or loan their partner doesn't even know about.
Honey, I've had this forever.
Yeah.
Honesty is probably the best policy long term. So our friends at PureWow uncovered some apps specifically designed to help couples collaborate on money matters. Twine allows couples to choose a shared specific goal, like paying off a credit card or taking a vacation. You pick an investment portfolio and recurring deposit amount, then it tracks your shared progress and offers suggestions along the way. Now, HoneyFi syncs up yours and your partner's bank and credit card accounts, so you can see all the transactions in one spot, then suggest a household budget organized by categories. I don't think so.
Yeah.
It offers ways to save, including highlighting recurring expenses you may have forgotten about. Now, one of Forbes' best apps of the year, Honeydo. That offers radical transparency by allowing users to see what each partner is spending in real time. And the other can comment with emojis. So if your partner is on their third venti latte of the morning, reply with this.
Yeah. A father-daughter duo in Georgia teamed up for an important money issue. A creative way to sell Girl Scout cookies.
Samoa's are coconut cookies with caramel.
Yes, the pitch set up to the mega hit Redbone, Childish Gambino there. It racked up more than 4 million views on Facebook so far, and as of now, they've sold almost 2,000 boxes of cookies.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Good for her. She's cute. Hey, science has finally revealed what makes a good dancer. We're breaking down the attention-stealing moves and the meaning behind them when we come back.
It's not my first time bartending, so
It's a sausage party in here.
it's fine. I'm very familiar.
Yeah, because you're a sexy girl, Sam. Last thing, totally last thing,
Yeah.
is that the music, when Momo kicks it into high gear, is going to get a little bit loud in here. So your customers are going to have a hard time hearing you. So you may want to.
What?
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Once I was in foster care, the dream of being a musician became so much more important, and it became the driving force behind what I actually have to say. Being in the system, you feel like that you don't have much of a voice. Treehouse has been like my big brother. I wouldn't be where I am today without Treehouse.
I think it's important for the kids to believe in their dreams because they're the ones that have to. They need to have a confidence in themselves to be able to go, I want this dream and this is how I need to go get it. These are the steps I need to take. And then hopefully just surround yourself with good organizations like Treehouse and good people that can kind of help you on that way.
When the U.S. bobsled team took to the ice at the 2018 Winter Olympics, there was one person missing, veteran team leader Stephen Holcomb. He may be gone, but his legacy lives on, both on and off the track.
Stephen Holcomb's mother, Jean Schaefer, knew her son always wanted to be an Olympian, but never expected that he would end a 62-year medal drought when he piloted a bobsled for the United States.
From the time he was about 7, 8 years old when he started skiing competitively, and he just announced, someday I'm going to go to the Olympics.
Just as his career began, he thought he would have to retire when doctors diagnosed him with a vision disorder that results in progressive thinning of the cornea.
Stephen had a disease of the eye called keratoconus, which is where the cornea, the outer lens of the eye, is weak and bulges out. So it's like having a hernia, but instead of in your groin, it's actually on your eye, and it can cause a tremendous amount of distortions.
Dr. Brian Boxer Wackler performed a revolutionary procedure to restore Holcomb's vision. It allowed him to continue in the sport that he loved and go on to earn gold. Together with Dr. Boxer Wackler, Holcomb formed a foundation to help people who suffer from keratoconus.
And we started giving grants to patients who couldn't afford to have the Holcomb C3R procedure.
To date, more than 100 people have received the grant, allowing them to undergo the Holcomb C3R procedure, and there's no plan for slowing down.
I really feel it's part of my job to ensure that his legacy endures for generations to come.
The Giving Vision Stephen Holcomb Legacy Foundation. It's about giving people hope that are losing their vision.
In 2014, Holcomb's mother didn't travel to Sochi to see him compete, but this year she vowed to be in Pyeongchang no matter what.
The people Stephen loved dearly and that supported him so much are all going to be in Pyeongchang, and I thought I need to get the message to those athletes that Stephen is with them.
Aside from the list of wins and world championships that set Holcomb apart as one of the most decorated bobsled athletes in history, there was a man who was regarded not just as a champion, but as a loving son, brother, uncle, and friend who had a gentle, thoughtful, and caring spirit. And that's something that Schaefer hopes people will remember the most.
I obviously am extremely proud, but through his death, I have learned that there is so much more to Stephen to be proud of than I ever realized. He was an amazing man.
To learn more about the Giving Vision Stephen Holcomb Legacy Foundation, visit givingvision.org.
Small actions like smiling can really have big power to do some great things. And so Lay's is on a mission to spread smiles all across the world by releasing these specially designed bags featuring smiles. And then Lay's will make a donation to Operation Smile, which is an international medical charity dedicated to improving the lives and health of children and young adults who suffer from cleft conditions. Now, Operation Smiles has been doing this for 35 years, where they believe that giving a surgery, you can change a life forever. And far too many families simply don't have access to or the money to have these much needed surgeries. So Lay's wants to help out by donating up to $1 million. You can also get in on the fun, so to speak, by going to Lays.com and uploading your own photo, and Lay's will then put it on a bag and ship it to you. So you get to design your own bag with your beautiful smile. How cool is that, right? Head over to Lays.com for more information there. Also, the bags are available right now in your grocery store until April 7th. So jump in on the action so you can help Operation Smile as well. I think I'll do one for Lance. There we go. Oh, we could get Lance's baby on a bag. Ah, perfect. We got this whole worked out. Lays.com is the place to go.
All right, let's lighten things up to close out the big show, starting with a question. So you think you can dance?
Oh boy, I know I can dance. Bust the move. Oh, whoa, hey. Oh, wait. Oh.
So she can, obviously, but slow your roll, girl.
My bad.
All right, let's science decide this thing,
All right,
okay?
here we go.
Researchers asked female participants to dance, recorded their moves using motion capture technology, then asked heterosexual men and women to rate them, all right? They found the best moves centered around the hips, thighs, and arms, okay?
Wow.
There's a nice sway of the hips, legs moving in a different direction, and some arm movements not mirroring each other, okay? See how that, yes, just like that. Whereas bad dancers were classified as exhibiting little hip motion and symmetrical legs, this is me basically, and arm movements. Okay? Basically, it all boils down to cues of fertility, of course.
Really?
Yes, but we say dance like nobody's evaluating your sexual fertility.
Whoa!
See, that's that, you know, the club is about to close dance and you're a little tired. You just got, that's all you got left. It's just right here. Go ahead, Lance, but get on a beat.
I'm fertile. It's a slow beat. All right, jump on our social media pages and online at Daily Buzz TV to stay informed and entertained all week long. It's time to get your dance on.
Hey.
Bye-bye.
Play some music. Get on the good foot. Hey.
What if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow.
My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.